Joe Biden had likely the most corrupt and dishonest presidency in American history, whether it be hiding his own ability to do the job because he was clearly incapacitated because of, whether it be sundowners or dementia or whatever, some cognitive impairment. The diagnosis that has been announced today, everybody that was close to him had to have known about it. It wasn't hidden. You get these diagnoses and it's not, oh, hey, it just happened now. The way that his family was behaving while he was parading. Well, not only parading him around, but the corruption. His brother, the way that he was protecting his son, the likely payola that his son was involved in, going to picking up bags of cash from Ukraine, bags of cash from China. The Joe Biden administration, and that's just the Biden administration, never mind the surrounding apparatus, never mind the administration, never mind the media that was actually involved in the cover-up. It wasn't just like, oh, we missed it, like Jake Tapper tries to pass off. They were actively involved in covering this up.
This was Woodrow Wilson administration on steroids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was incapacitated for a while. His wife took over, and but Biden's whole time was like that, And like FDR, they covered up his legs for a long time, and they would chase down journalists if they were going to write something about his faulty legs.
And that is crazy too.
Yeah.
But those are legs.
Yeah.
This was
Joe Biden's brain worked as well as FDR's legs.
But brain substantially, if they had told the American people that his legs didn't work, but don't worry, he's of sound mind.
Right.
Oh, they would have kept running him.
Yeah, I think they'd lose too much in the polls to win, but we wouldn't be having a conversation like this if it was like Biden's legs didn't work.
Right.
We'd be like, oh, that's really, really sad. But he's giving orders. Is he of sound mind? No. The fact of the matter is, Biden's legs do work. Not particularly well, but they do, and we don't care if they do.
Yeah.
We care that his brain didn't work,
and
they were covering up that he's got terminal diagnosis. Yeah. Now, I want to add this to the story, and the first thing I want to say is, I don't know what the right word is for this, but I'm sorry to hear about Scott Adams. And his diagnosis for prostate cancer as well. He mentioned that he has metastasis to the bone as well, and he's given himself months to live. And so, I'm sorry to hear. I don't like hearing anybody is sick or dying, and even if it is Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
So, but Scott's insight on this, it's really fascinating. I don't know. I wanted to make sure we got in that. Mention of Scott Adams going through this as well is a big story, and it is sad because we're dealing with cancer's a scary thing. But the Biden administration actively covering up. I don't know. I don't want to. I guess conflate the failures of Biden with me giving my condolences to Scott Adams. So I'll just pause there.
Scott distilled reality into the greatest quote with the 2 movies, 1 screen, and that is like Biden, because there's half the country seeing a viable living human.
Thank you. You saved me. I was trying to draw that contrast of a man of sound mind who was undergoing this. And then I kind of felt I don't want to conflate the two things necessarily. I want to, but that's the point.
Yeah.
Well, there's another individual who's been in the space, who's been an advocate and who's called out the lies, and he's dealing with as well. But you can see that the diagnosis isn't the issue. It's the ability of mind and whether or not the person is capable of doing the job. And Scott Adams seems to have had no problem distilling truth, facts, and calling out lies while dealing with this condition for a long time.
Well, and I'm curious too, if Biden has had this for so long, for years, it sounds like he's been dealing with this. Did they just not go put him into treatment because they were trying to continue to put him in front of the American people long enough to try to either get him across the finish line?
Why do you think
3 months prior, they're like, okay, you're not going to make it. We got to put Kamala in, but we still need you healthy at least to try to help Kamala. None of it worked.
Dude, why do you think he campaigned from a basement? He campaigned I think he knew for a long time.
I'm sure he knew.
And they were probably
giving they weren't giving him treatment for it.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.